Yo, okay. Now that the 2021 Oscars are fast approaching, coming up, I decided we should take a look back 1 year. Okay, it's gonna be like the 1 year Oscars. Okay, we're gonna review and revisit the 2020 Oscars, aka the Paris sweep. Now, with the Oscars, a lot of it is a good narrative. What's really in the moment. Okay, let's face it. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. Okay, but now that we are 1 full year removed, 1 plus year, over a year removed from the 2020 Oscars, I figured we should take a look back, see what happened. And since I want to know what you guys think about if they got it right or where they got it right or where they got it wrong, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna just give my opinion on if I think they got it right, at least for the major awards. So let's take a look, starting with Best Picture. The Best Picture race was pretty fun, gotta be honest. It was Parasite versus 1917, really, with an outside chance of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's just, I love when like two movies are kind of like duking it out, like a La La Land versus Moonlight. Rip La La Land. God damn it, what a movie. Roma versus Green Book. You know what I'm saying. Best Picture. Look at that, right? God damn it, that looks fucking good. I put the little crown on it. Parasite wins. I'm not gonna go through why that's historical. I'm pretty sure everyone knows why it's historical. But really, we wanna look at the stuff in the parentheses there. Parasite didn't win anywhere else. Okay, it won the SAG Ensemble, and I do include that in Best Picture just because that's like the biggest award in SAG. So bear with me there. It won SAG Ensemble, and that was a good fucking moment. And then it went on to win the goddamn Oscar for Best Picture. Man, what a fucking night. I remember just personally, I was like, Parasite is my favorite movie of 2019. I am very much attached to it, but I don't really think it's gonna win. It didn't even win Critics' Choice. When that happened, I was pretty defeated, not gonna lie. And then I got the taste of when they won at SAG and how good that felt. And I was like, no, no, no. I need this to go all the way. God damn it, that felt too good. It needs to go all the way. But there was a rival to it, right to 1917. Won Golden Globe drama. Didn't win Critics' Choice. It won the BAFTA. That's pretty obvious. And then it won PGA. If you guys are a subscriber of mine, I'm sure you guys are well aware. PGA is probably the best indicator of what's going to win Best Picture, because not only is it the Producers Guild, but they also do a preferential ballot just like the Oscars do. And PGA isn't wrong a lot. They match with the Best Picture winner frequently. So when 1917 won PGA, I was like, damn, it's really done, isn't it? It's really done. But God damn it, that wasn't true. And I gotta say, for my own ballot, I think I went 21 of 24 or something like that. And I did predict Parasite to win Best Picture. That was probably just my heart over my head, but goddamn, I'm glad it did. And as you kind of go down the list, I'm not going to talk about in detail all of them because that would just be way too long. But Hollywood, probably the presumed frontrunner for a little bit. It won the Golden Globe Comedy. It won Critics' Choice somehow, and it was nominated everywhere else. PGA, BAFTA, SAG, boom. The Irishman, same type of deal on a lesser scale, got nominated literally everywhere. Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, PGA, BAFTA, SAG Ensemble. Didn't win anything. That was the story of the night for The Irishman, which was not the case when The Irishman first premiered. People were saying, oh, this is the one. This is Best Picture right here. But it didn't. And, just personally, what do I think about The Irishman? I think it's fine. Okay. Joker. Goddamn Joker. What a meme. We do live in a society. Nominated Globe, Critics' Choice, PGA, and BAFTA. And really, I don't even think it's a debate. If there were only 5 nominees, the top 5, that's what it would be. It would be Parasite, 1917, Hollywood, The Irishman, and Joker. That would be the top 5. Don't know if I would agree with that, but either way, that's cool. I do like Joker. I think it's a good movie, deserving of being here. But yeah, what a meme that would be if it won. Holy shit. And then, rounding out the others, Marriage Story got a Globe, Critics' Choice, and PGA. No BAFTA. I absolutely adore Marriage Story. It was my second favorite movie of that year. It's fucking amazing. Jojo Rabbit, also a pretty popular player there. Got Golden Globe for comedy, Critics' Choice, PGA, and a SAG Ensemble. Jojo Rabbit was a movie that grew on me the more I watched it. I think the first time I watched it, I was like, it's like a 7 out of 10, something like that. Watched it again, fucking loved it. Watched it again, fucking loved it. Completely deserving. Then you have Little Women and Ford v Ferrari, who matched with Critics' Choice and PGA, and that's all they got. So that's a little bit interesting. Obviously, Little Women, I believe, had a screener issue for SAG, so that's why I didn't take it too seriously. It wasn't really gonna win BAFTA or get nominated at BAFTA, I should say. And then Ford v Ferrari, I mean, that's just a classic dad movie. I really like Ford v Ferrari, but if that's just a dad movie. Like, I don't know how you watch that and was like, oh yeah, that's not getting in. Of course that was getting in. What? Okay, so that was our Best Picture nominees. Honestly, a pretty damn good year, as everyone has said. 2019 was a damn good year for movies. I mean, I can't even really complain that much about the nominees. Even fucking good. What was next in line? If there are 10 nominees, like there's going to be next season for Oscars, some people would say Knives Out because it got a PGA nomination. I actually disagree. I think it would be The Two Popes, which got a Golden Globe drama, and that's all I got. But that was only for Best Picture. It got everything it needed. It got both acting nominations, which I guess was kind of surprising, especially for Jonathan Pryce. And it got an adapted screenplay, whereas Knives Out would only get original screenplay, and that's it. So personally, I think The Two Popes would have been next in line, then followed by Knives Out. In terms of others, Uncut Gems was nominated for Critics' Choice. That was never going to be a thing. Like, the Uncut Gems and the Academy just do not go together at all. I never thought that was a possibility. But, it's nice to see the Critics' Choice nominate that there. And then Bombshell got a SAG Ensemble nomination. That just kind of makes sense. And honestly, SAG Ensemble doesn't really correlate to Best Picture that much. Did this time. But, Crazy Rich Asians was there, Black Panther. And then I just put The Farewell down there. I did put a Golden Globe with a little star there because it wasn't eligible for any Best Picture nominations. But I do remember The Farewell was pretty heavily talked about as a possibility for Best Picture. And then, just to get a little snapshot of the year, here are just some random movies that I put on. Us, Avengers Endgame, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, goddamn, what a movie. Rocket Man, and as you'll see, which is a common theme this Oscars, Rocket Man is very much left out, but that was nominated for Best Picture at the Globes for musical comedy. Then you got Midsummer, Booksmart, Waves, Lighthouse, Hustlers, Honey Boy. I just put a couple there, so there you go. Look at that. Look at what I'm seeing. Okay, let's move past Bong Joon-ho up there. Sam Mendes fucking got everything. He got the Globe. He tied Critics' Choice with Bong Joon-ho. That's it. So technically, he still won. He tied it. He got the BAFTA and got the DGA, and yet he didn't win, and Bong Joon-ho for Parasite won. Salute, god damn it, that was so fun. That was when I knew Parasite was gonna win the Best Picture, because even with the people like myself who predicted Parasite for Picture, I was like, yo, Sam Mendes got this in the bag. He got this he didn't lose. How could you think he wasn't gonna get it? And then when they said oh man, god damn it, that was a good night. But yeah, Bong Joon-ho wins. What an upset. What an upset. There are usually some surprise during the Oscars, some big surprise. I think most people go to like one of the acting races, where's someone going to surprise? Because Sam Mendes was like a damn near lock, and yet it didn't. God damn it, that was so good. But Bong Joon-ho got in everywhere, right? He was nominated everywhere, along with Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino, who both got in everywhere. So the top four was pretty locked. They didn't do like a Bradley Cooper thing this time, which is cool. Rip, a snub is born. And then the fifth slot, yet again, Todd Phillips, Joker. So top five matched the top five, basically, in my opinion. He got a Golden Globe nomination and a BAFTA nomination for Best Director. Now, if you look who was left on the cutting room floor, Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit got a DGA nomination over Todd Phillips. That was a possibility. My personal choice would be Greta Gerwig for Little Women, who only got a Critics' Choice nomination. I would have given her the fifth slot. I love Little Women. I think that sounds a little weird. That movie was so fucking good. I loved it. I thought she really, truly deserved the fifth slot for Best Director. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. Noah Baumbach, Marriage Story, Critics' Choice. There's going to be a lot of Critics' Choice stuff because they nominate everything, but still good to see. And then Josh and Benny Safdie, the Safdie Bros, gets in right there. By the way, if you can't tell, yes, I agree. Parasite should have won Best Picture, and Bong Joon-ho should have won Best Director. Completely agree. A year removed from those movies, it's not even close. Of course, it should have won. All right, Best Actress. As you can see, Renee Zellweger swept everything. That's going to be a common theme for these acting races. And I got to say, it was kind of boring. I wish The awards bodies kind of split it up a little bit so I could have some tension. But, whatever. They all swept. Cool. Renee Zellweger won for Judy, won everywhere. And following behind, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story and Charlize Theron for Bombshell. Both got in everywhere. Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, and a SAG. Totally deserved. Saoirse Ronan, Little Women, got in for a Globe, Critics' Choice, and BAFTA. No SAG because, like we said, there were screener issues for Little Women. And then the last slot, which you could say was the most up in the air, Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, and a SAG. She really wasn't going to miss. I mean, this top 5 was pretty locked in. I wish it wasn't fully locked in because I would have swapped out probably Cynthia Erivo, sorry. Just, not my thing. Lupita Nyong'o for Us, Critics' Choice and SAG. She was probably a very notable snub for there. Did I really think she was going to get in? No, just because Us was, a horror genre movie. They usually tend to ignore those. Sad. But, part of me still kind of held out. Other than that, Awkwafina for The Farewell won the Golden Globe for Comedy Actress, Comedy Musical, whatever. And she was nominated at the Critics' Choice as well. Another pretty notable snub. And then besides that, Jessie Buckley for Wild Rose got a BAFTA nomination. So that was pretty crazy. A year later, is this the right pick? For me, no. It's not. It's not the right pick. No disrespect to Renee Zellweger. I don't know why the conversation just wasn't even talked about. Like, it was literally just, oh yeah, Renee Zellweger, yeah, she's going to win. And then she just won. Like, can we have a conversation about it at least or something? Huh? Are we not even going to talk about it? So, nomination, yeah, okay. As a win, personally, I would not. I can't believe I'm saying this. I would actually, out of the nominees, I would actually say Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. Never thought I'd say that in my life. But that's what I would go with. Out of what's on here, I would go with Lupita Nyong'o. Sorry. Best Actor, once again, a sweep. Joaquin Phoenix for Joker won everything. And I remember watching a lot of people's predictions and pundits and reading about it. People did not think Joaquin Phoenix was going to sweep, especially Critics' Choice. They thought Adam Driver, who was the clear runner-up in this category, would have gotten the Critics' Choice just because, it's the critics. And Joker wasn't loved by all the critics. So they thought he could have got in. Nope. Joaquin Phoenix won everything. So like I said, Adam Driver, god damn it, what a performance. Got in everywhere. Next person, got in everywhere. Leo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That, for some reason, he was always predicted at like number 4 or 5. They're like, oh, I can see Leo really getting snubbed. Don't know why that was even a conversation. I never thought he was going to get snubbed. He got in everywhere. The next two, I guess you could say, are somewhat surprises because there is a big snub. I know you already see it. You know what I'm talking about. But Jonathan Pryce gets in for The Two Popes. Got a Golden Globe nomination and a BAFTA. And then Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory. Critics' Choice. And that's it. Oddly enough, I was really confident in Banderas getting a nomination. It just felt like an Oscar-y thing to do. And he did it. I'm cool with that. The big snub. Taron Egerton for Rocketman won the Golden Globe for Comedy Musical Actor. Over Leo DiCaprio. Over Eddie Murphy. He won. He got a BAFTA nomination and he got a SAG nomination. Clearly the biggest snub, man. I know he was campaigning his ass off for Rocketman. So that was a huge snub right there. Next, you got Christian Bale, Ford v. Ferrari, who got a Globe and a SAG nomination. Kind of surprisingly, I know him and Matt Damon were both campaigned in lead from what I remember. So that kind of showed that there was support for Ford v. Ferrari anyway. Robert De Niro, The Irishman, only got a Critics' Choice. That was surprising. Because when The Irishman came out, and leading up to the Globe nominations, before anything came out, people said Joaquin Phoenix 1 or whatever, Adam Driver 2, Robert De Niro 3, Leo 4. And that was like a pretty solid top 4. They're like, I can't see anyone getting snubbed. De Niro missed Globe. De Niro missed SAG. Got Critics' Choice. Didn't get anything else. That was pretty crazy. Similar path to what Delroy Lindo is on right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems, once again, a Critics' Choice nomination. They were never going to go for that. Sorry. I would have done it. And then Eddie Murphy got a Globe nomination and a Critics' Choice. Never really a thing, but he was clearly in the top 10, I would say. So did they get it right? Listen, I love Marriage Story. My personal pick would have been Adam Driver. But even having said that, were they wrong? Like, did they get it wrong? No. No, I won't say that. I love Joaquin Phoenix. He's legitimately one of the best actors working. I like Joker. I thought he was amazing in it. And, it was his time. It was just his time to win. So I'm not even going to argue it. If you really ask me who I would have voted for, I would have voted Adam Driver. But I am, like, not mad at that win at all. Like, zero. Nope, I'm not. And, I feel bad for Taron Egerton, too. Sorry. Supporting actress Laura Dern. Yet again, a sweep for Marriage Story. Won everything. Won the Globe, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, and SAG. Okay, boom, it's done. The next person who got the most nominations was Margot Robbie for Bombshell, who matched everything, just didn't win anything. But she got in everywhere. The next, Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit, got a Critics' Choice, BAFTA, and a SAG. So she actually got everything except a Globe nomination for supporting actress. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. I didn't, for some reason, I still never really bought the Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit supporting actress deal, but it was there. And honestly, she was damn good in Jojo Rabbit. So Scarlett Johansson's like a very good actress. It's just, sometimes the memes, the jokes are just so funny, like she can play a tree. That's hilarious. After that, Florence Pugh, Little Women, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, no SAG, no Globe. So, the Globe nominations for supporting actress was a little weird, but, no SAG because Little Women. I'm glad Florence Pugh got in though, 100%. And then look at Kathy Bates, Richard Jewell. A Clint Eastwood movie, it always shows up somewhere. Gets the last slot, quote, last slot, for Richard Jewell. And all she got was a Globe nomination, and then she gets in. What's the big snub? Yeah, you guys know. Jennifer Lopez in Hustlers. What? She got the Globe, a Critics' Choice, and a SAG nomination. She was fully expected to get the Oscar nomination, and she didn't. Kathy Bates said, "Move the fuck aside." Am I mad about that? Not really. I thought she was very good in Hustlers. It's just, I don't have any like strong feelings for that. But whatever. Zhao Shuzhen from The Farewell, another grandma. Yo Jung Yoon will finish what you started. I promise. Okay. Margot Robbie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, got double nominated for a BAFTA nomination. That was kind of weird. I never understood that. And then Nicole Kidman got that SAG nomination because SAG loved Bombshell. And Annette Bening for The Report got the Globe. So like I said, the Globe nominations were a little weird. Did they get it right? I say yes. I thought Laura Dern was great in Marriage Story. I don't feel really strongly about it, but I think that's the right pick. And personally, I actually, oddly enough, like if I'm trying to predict what the Oscars would do if Laura Dern wasn't here, weirdly enough, I think they actually go for Scarlett Johansson and Jojo Rabbit. That's just like a feeling I have. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't go for Margot Robbie and Bombshell. I feel like Scarlett Johansson and Jojo Rabbit. But that's my opinion. Let's keep going. Supporting actor Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a sweep. This is got so many freaking sweeps, and got to be honest, this was one of the most predictable categories for a win, but also the who's gonna get nominated. The top four: Pitt, Pesci, Pacino, Hanks got in everywhere. Globe, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, SAG, they got in everywhere. And then the last slot, which maybe was kind of up in the air, was Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes, who got everything but a SAG. Really, it was either going to be Hopkins, and weirdly enough, I think next in line actually would have been Song Kang-ho for Parasite. I know he didn't get in anywhere, but I know a lot of people were holding out that this was going to be the one random acting nomination that doesn't get in anywhere, right? Any precursors. And I kind of thought that might have happened too. I still predicted Hopkins, I remember, but Song Kang-ho would have been the sixth pick, and I actually think that would have been right, especially seeing how much they loved Parasite. So that's that. Willem Dafoe for The Lighthouse, a fucking phenomenal performance, but that was never going to happen. And then Jamie Foxx got the SAG nomination over Anthony Hopkins for Just Mercy. A movie that literally is not talked about ever. Did they get it right? I'm cool with Brad Pitt winning. I loved him in that movie. I loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, if I'm being honest. So I think that's the right pick. Best Original Screenplay. Parasite wins. Yes, of course it does. Let's fucking go. Parasite wins. It won the BAFTA and the WGA. It was nominated pretty much everywhere. Or actually, yeah, it was nominated everywhere. It was nominated at the Globe and the Critics' Choice. Runner up, definitely Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, who actually won the Globe and the Critics' Choice. So that was the front runner early on, and then it lost the BAFTA to Parasite. Not eligible for the WGA, so Parasite wins that again. And for some reason, I felt pretty confident that it was going to win original screenplay, and that was the whole night right there. Once that won first, I was like, okay, strap in, strap in. Parasite's fucking taken off. Yes, Marriage Story got in everywhere too. That's a hell of a screenplay. God damn it, I can't believe it didn't win anywhere, because I know a lot of people predicted Marriage Story was actually the front runner for screenplay before all the precursors started happening. So sad. Knives Out, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, WGA, yes. And then 1917, who got a WGA nomination. Don't know why that was there. Not even deserved. I remember when they were reading the nominees and they were like reading parts of the screenplay. They were just reading how 1917 he's like running and jumping and stuff. No disrespect to 1917, but screenplay? No. No. Not for me. I think either one of these two, The Farewell, who only got a Critics' Choice for some reason, and then Booksmart, which got a BAFTA and WGA nomination. So I would have, any one of those two, I would have picked The Farewell, but whichever. Did they get it right? Of course they did. It's Parasite. What? Adapted screenplay, by far the easiest top 5 to predict. Jojo Rabbit wins. Was nominated at the Critics' Choice at 1 BAFTA, 1 WGA. Runner-up, definitely Little Women, who won Critics' Choice, didn't win anywhere else. The Irishman got nominated everywhere, including WGA. Two Popes, nominated Globe, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, Joker, Critics' Choice, BAFTA, WGA. They got in everywhere, pretty much wherever they needed to. They got in. Okay, they got in. This was the easiest top 5. The only movie with a shot was A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which was Critics' Choice and WGA. But what were they gonna kick out? Really, they were just gonna probably kick out The Two Popes, if anything. And The Two Popes was just, it was strong. It just got what it needed. So that was the easy top 5. Did they get it right? I think Little Women is a better movie than Jojo Rabbit. Am I upset at this one? No. So it's kind of same deal, like I said, with Joaquin Phoenix and Adam Driver. My gut instinct would be Little Women, but I'm not mad that Taika won an Oscar, Jojo Rabbit won. I'm not mad at that at all. But I probably would have gone with Little Women. Cinematography, do I even need to talk about this? 1917 won everything. It's Roger Deakins. Hell yeah. His second Oscar, even though he should have like 5 of them probably. Won everything, and whenever it's a one-take movie, you're probably going to win the Oscar for cinematography. And plus, like I said, Roger Deakins made it look good. It's not just a one-take thing. It actually legitimately was framed beautifully. So I'm cool with 1917. The other nominees, Joker, The Irishman, The Lighthouse, got in everywhere. And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, missed the BAFTA, but still got in. The only one that could have broken in was really Ford v Ferrari, who got a Critics' Choice and BAFTA. So that's that. But still, the top 5 was pretty secure in my opinion. Best editing. Okay, this was actually closer than I think people think. Ford v Ferrari won Best Editing. Got a Critics' Choice nomination, won the BAFTA, and got nominated at the ACE. Now, there's a lot of there's like really 2 different categories at the ACE Awards. So I'll basically put it in like, think drama and then comedy, right? Kind of like the Globes. So that's why both Parasite and Jojo Rabbit have wins at there, because they won in their respective categories. Goddamn, I'm so glad Parasite got editing. Oddly enough, you kind of need an editing nomination to win Best Picture. Obviously not all the time if you're gonna throw Birdman at me, but really it's pretty damn important. And it's weird that editing has kind of become that kind of important category to get, but it is. And when Parasite got in, that was kind of a relief, because you can see down there, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did not get nominated for editing. That was a pretty big snub. 1917 actually won the Critics' Choice for editing. I understand why, because like one take you can't even see the editing, therefore editing is great. Personally, even though I get that sentiment, I think the camera work is actually doing most of the work. Like when the camera goes and they go over some building or whatever, they just kind of know to cut and start a new one. So it's really just shot stitching together. I know it sounds like I'm being mean to 1917. I'm not. It's just, I understand why. Okay, I understand why. Marriage Story, RIP. Uncut Gems, Critics' Choice, yeah, sorry. And then Best Production Design. Once Upon a Time Hollywood wins. Not surprising, really. got the Critics' Choice, which typically aligns well with production design. It got a BAFTA nomination and won at the Art Directors Guild. 1917, probably runner-up, got the BAFTA. And then Parasite won the Art Directors Guild in its respective category. I am so happy that Parasite got a Best Production Design nomination, because that fucking house was like built from scratch. That fucking like neighborhood, the poor, that sounds, the family where they lived, that was a set. I mean, goddamn, so good. The Irishman gets in, and Jojo Rabbit. Surprisingly, Joker was left off, which kind of surprising. I actually like the production design of Joker. Was left off, who got nominated everywhere. Critics' Choice went for Little Women and Downton Abbey. So Downton Abbey had a chance at some of the technicals, and it got a decent amount of nominations at the Critics' Choice for those technicals. But that's that. And then the ADG has a lot of different categories, so that's why you see Aladdin there, which was a talk for a little bit, and Ford v Ferrari. But listen, Once Upon a Time, can't go wrong with that one. The top three here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, and Parasite, all would have been deserving of a win, so I can't really complain. Costume design. Okay, this is where you really start to see Rocket Man start to get fucked a little bit. Little Women wins. She got nominated at the Critics' Choice and BAFTA, won the BAFTA. Jojo Rabbit, nominated for BAFTA, and won the CDG, which is the guild for the costume design. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nominated everywhere. The Irishman, nominated Critics' Choice and BAFTA. And then Joker, which didn't get a single nomination anywhere, at least through those, got nominated for costume design. Big snubs, you can see them there. Dolomite Is My Name actually won Critics' Choice and was nominated at the CDG. Did not get a nomination. Rocket Man, Critics' Choice, CDG, nope. Downton Abbey, same thing, nope. Judy, oddly enough, nominated for a BAFTA. And Hustlers, that down there, which was talked for a little bit, but probably not. But yeah, kind of sucks for Dolomite Is My Name and Rocket Man, but whatever. Little Women, yeah, of course. You guys like Little Women? I fucking love that movie. God damn it, what a Christmas movie. Fuck yeah. Best makeup and hairstyling. I'm not gonna talk too long about this. Bombshell was gonna win, and it did. It won everything. That was not even a contest. Joker won in their respective category at the Guild there. Judy was nominated, who got a Critics' Choice and BAFTA. 1917, and then Maleficent, Mistress of Evil got in, and probably took the spot of Rocket Man, who got in everywhere. Didn't win anything because of Bombshell, but got in everywhere. Dolomite Is My Name, The Irishman, and Hollywood all looking on the outside. Once again, Rocket Man, they just, I don't know, they didn't go for it. They did not go for it. All that campaigning didn't really do it there. So that was kind of surprising, but Bombshell is, of course, the winner, as it should have been. Best Original Score, Joker won everything. Won the Globe, won the Critics' Choice, and the BAFTA, which is weird because a lot of people said this was Thomas Newman's time to finally win for 1917, who got nominated everywhere. In fact, the top four all got nominated everywhere. Thomas Newman for 1917, Randy Newman for Marriage Story, and Desplat again for Little Women. All great scores. No complaints there. And then, of course, John Williams for The Rise of Skywalker, who got a BAFTA nomination, ends up getting the Oscar nomination because they literally cannot resist. They cream their pants anytime they hear that shit. So they vote for it. And Joker score, I mean, yeah, Joker score is pretty good. I don't feel too strongly really about it. I love Marriage Story score. I love Little Women score. But Joker wins. That's fine. Who really had a chance? Jojo Rabbit, who got a BAFTA. You can see us there as Critics' Choice, and then Motherless Brooklyn got a Globe nomination. Was weird. Really, the only one that had a chance was Jojo Rabbit. But can't resist Star Wars. All right, so sound editing. So anytime you see a little star there for BAFTA, that's because BAFTA only has one sound category, much like the Oscars do now. So I just included it in both sound editing and mixing. You can see Ford v Ferrari won. 1917 got more wins technically because it won the BAFTA, but the Sound Guild, the Sound Editors Guild, they have multiple categories too, so you can see multiple winners. A lot of fucking winners. But yeah, the sound race was really down to Ford v Ferrari in 1917. So Ford v Ferrari got sound editing. You can see Rocket Man left out again. And then on sound mixing, 1917 won, which once again won the BAFTA nomination. Ford v Ferrari won the other guild, and you can see down there Rocket Man left out again for Ad Astra, which is a great pick. Ad Astra, wow, Academy Award nominee Ad Astra. Okay, let's keep going. Best visual effects, 1917 wins. And that is not surprising because visual effects typically just goes to a Best Picture nominee. So 1917, or at least it goes to a nominee that has the most chance of getting a Best Picture nominee. You know, like they weren't going to give it to Avengers, right? They give it to 1917, or like they give it to First Man. So, you know, won the BAFTA. Next in line, maybe The Irishman, got nominated everywhere and it won its respective category at the Visual Effects Society. The Lion King 2019, pretty great visual effects, even though that movie sucks, won its respective category there. Avengers Endgame won the Critics' Choice for visual effects, nominated everywhere. And then, of course, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. On the outside looking in, you got Ford v Ferrari, you got the Alito Battle Angels and their whole army of stands there. Ad Astra, and then oddly enough, The Aeronauts, which got a Critics' Choice nomination too. That was weird. Okay, Best Animated. This was actually, might have been the toughest race for me to call, if I'm being honest. So you can see Toy Story wins the Oscar. It lost the Globe. It won Critics' Choice and it won PGA, and then it lost the BAFTA and the Annie Awards. Look at Klaus. Won the BAFTA, won the Annie. Wasn't nominated anywhere else, but wherever it was nominated, it won. Missing Link. Nominated a lot of places except the BAFTA, and it actually won the Globe. Damn. How to Train Your Dragon, literally, sorry, you're just not going to win. And then I Lost My Body won the Annie Award for, I believe it was Best Indie Animated Feature there. I Lost My Body, a good movie. I predicted Toy Story 4, but I really was not sure. I was leaning towards Klaus a little bit, but I didn't think they would go for an actual Christmas movie. And Toy Story 4, I gotta say, I rewatched it when I was preparing for Seoul. Damn good movie. Damn good. It hit me in the feels again. So I think that's a good pick. Notable snub, Frozen 2, who got nominated everywhere. Okay? Got nominated at the Globe, Critics' Choice, PGA, BAFTA, and the Annie Awards. My personal opinion, Frozen 2 absolutely sucks. I think I'm glad that it was left off. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people love Frozen 2. Not none of my friends, but a lot of people like Frozen 2. So that's that. Other than that, you got Abominable, who got a Critics' Choice and a PGA nomination. You got The Lion King, which was only nominated for a Globe. That was kind of iffy on if it would even be eligible for animated. And then Shaun the Sheep, Farmageddon, was nominated at the BAFTA because it was eligible last year for the BAFTAs, and it's eligible this year for the Oscars. Best Original Song. This one felt pretty obvious. I'm Gonna Love Me Again, Rocket Man. Finally, Rocket Man gets in, and it wins. Elton John gets an Oscar. That's cool. Into the Unknown and Stand Up was nominated along with it. And then I'm Standing With You from Breakthrough was nominated for Critics' Choice. And then I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away by Randy Newman for Toy Story 4, which wasn't nominated anywhere. Got in. Cool. I know Glasgow, No Place Like Home from Wild Rose. A lot of people wanted that one to get in. I think it was actually a pretty good song and actually tied the Critics' Choice with Rocket Man. So that's a bummer it didn't get in. Spirit, The Lion King, it's Beyonce. Globe, Critics' Choice, didn't get it. Beautiful Ghost, Cats, I literally don't even know what the fuck that song is. And then Speechless by Aladdin. Yeah, that's, I don't really care. Best Documentary. Okay, they did it again. I don't know why they always snub the frontrunner, but it happened. You can see down there, Apollo 11 won the Critics' Choice, won PGA, nominated at the BAFTA and the International Documentary Awards. American Factory, who was nominated everywhere along with it, who didn't win anything. It lost every time. It either lost to Apollo 11 or For Sama, ended up winning the Oscar. It was a Netflix movie. I predicted that. I don't know why I predicted that, but that's it. Second choice, For Sama, got a PGA, won the BAFTA, won the IDA Awards. I just call it the IDA, whatever. Honeyland, which you'll see next in the foreign language or international feature. And then The Cave, Edge of Democracy there. And then you can see some of the other ones there. One Child Nation, I remember, was kind of a snub. But really, Apollo 11, they always snub the frontrunner, so I wonder what's going to get snubbed this year. Is it going to be Dick Johnson, Boy State, Time, Collective? I don't fucking know. And lastly, Best International Feature. Do we need to talk about this? Of course, Parasite wins. It won everything. Pain and Glory, nominated everywhere. Les Miserables, which was France's selection for it, got nominated at the Globe and the Critics' Choice. Then you have Honeyland and Corpus Christi. You see down there, Portrait of a Lady on Fire got nominated everywhere. But countries can only submit one film, and they chose to submit Les Miserables over Portrait of a Lady on Fire, a decision that I will never understand. But that's that. Atlantics had a chance, Critics' Choice, For Sama, and I just put The Farewell there because it was nominated at the Globe and the BAFTAs because they say foreign language. So it's cool. Of course, Parasite should have won. So overall, honestly, a good year. a good year for movies. It was a good year at the Oscars. I really only disagree with like that I feel strongly about. Really, just one, which is Best Actress for Renee Zellweger, and even then, like I don't really care. I mean, it's already happened. It's a year removed. I don't think that was the right choice, but whatever. I know a lot of people love that performance, so that's fine. And part of it makes me sad that this year doesn't really compare to 2019. 2019 was just a phenomenal year of movies. I think my like 20th favorite movie of the year might have been like fucking Booksmart or Toy Story 4. If Toy Story 4 came out this year, that shit would be in there. That shit would be in my top 10, maybe. I don't know. I would have to. Yeah, it totally would have been in my top 10 actually, 100%. But yeah, I just figured, we'd kind of go through the nominees, the nominations. You can see where things were nominated and what things got snubbed. And you should always expect shit like that at the Oscars. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for this year's Oscars. Hopefully you guys are too. If you're a subscriber of mine, you probably are. But, even with the somewhat weaker slate of movies, it's still always fun. And yeah, so I'll probably do the same thing again either next year for the 2021 Oscars, right? Before the 2022 Oscars, there's a lot of numbers getting thrown out right now. Let me know if you guys want another year like this. I gotta be honest, I didn't really pay attention to the Oscars up until recently. So I could do the 2019 Oscars, right? Where Green Book won. I can do that. Don't know if I'll have much insight into the Oscars with The Godfather. But regardless, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Take care. Be safe. Bye.